What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong is the next song that we're going to teach you. The reason I'm going to do this is we're going to teach you the very low notes on the sax, the bottom C's, bottom B's, bottom B flats and bottom C sharps and roll notes, but they all pivot from bottom C, so that's the reason we're going to do this tune, as well as it being one of the most wonderful songs of all time. Sung by one of the greats of music, Louis Armstrong. Brilliant musician, incredible trumpet player, unique of voice. And we teach Louis, we teach Ella, and some of his duets he did with Ella as well. We also do Nat King Cole, Billie Holiday, tunes we worked out, because again, we're singers. The reason I did all the American Songbook in the first place was Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra, again, unique in the way that he phrased. And Miles Davis said, I learned to phrase from listening to Frank Sinatra, so good enough for Miles, good enough for us, so hence why I did it in the first place. This song, this classic, nearly didn't take off. As they were recording it, the ABC president walked in and ordered them to stop recording it because he just had a big hit with Hello Dolly and he didn't believe or want in this ballad. They then didn't promote it, but it still went to #1 in the UK. And 20 years later, Good Morning Vietnam and Robin Williams' amazing performance in that film, it took off again. It's one of the most beautiful songs with the most fantastic sentiment. And that's what we've got to convey. We've got to be able to convey a song without words, because we're sax players, we're singers, so that's what we're trying to do. So that's the tune I'm going to teach you next. What a Wonderful World is from this book, Blowout Sax, a revolutionary approach to playing the sax, written by yours truly. It took me a pure 18 years to write. Fantastic book, you will love it. So again, you can always reference any more information in this wonderful book. Step 2. So we've got to learn how to play bottom C. Bottom C is 6 fingers on and the right hand little finger on the lower part of the 2-part key. Now, to get the note out, you have to ease the note out really softly, so you have to slow the air down, think low, okay, relax the bottom lip. And as always with the sax, do the opposite of what you think you should do, because that was closer to the truth. So really push with your stomach. Beautiful note. Has it got to sound like a foghorn? We kind of want to just purr it out. So we're going to put this note as the pivotal note in What a Wonderful World. This isn't also coincidentally in the same key that Louis sings it in, just so you know. So we're trying to purr this beautiful note out, okay? No foghorn, just a gorgeous, rich. If for any reason bottom C doesn't come out straight away, or you're really struggling with it, your saxophone may have a leak. Go and see a sax technician and make sure these are the areas often where saxophones don't work properly. So if you kind of can play most other things but not those, go and get those checked out. These keys sometimes leak, so there's a good bit of advice for you. So that's bottom C. Think it, relax the bottom lip, slow the air down, think it low, bottom C. Step 3. Now when you're playing the verse of this, okay, and you're playing the repeat notes, get the words in your head. I've written the words above the chart. So when you go, I see them bloom for me and you, T, 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 T. T, 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 T. Sung in tune this time, okay? And I think to myself, so you're thinking that, and I think to myself, rather than ta 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 ta, get the rhythmic feel. What a wonderful world. So actually get the words in your head, and that will get your rhythmic tonguing right in playing the verses of What a Wonderful World. Step 4, for the wonderful bridge, we have to do something that we haven't done before. We've started with bottom C, but we've got to land on a bottom C. And when you land on a bottom C, kind of take all the pressure out of your mouth, slow the air down, think it low, and just ease that out so it sounds really velvety. So you go. So you purr the note out. Then when you go from C to B flat, which you've learned from House of the Rising Sun, cover the B flat already. And make sure your A, G sharp to A is another manoeuvre that you can work on in front of the TV when you're doing your muscle memory as well. Okay? So, when you land on bottom C, think the note, slow it down and try and make it velvety. Step 5, as you're finishing the bridge, you're going to go from C to B flat. And again, this is something you did in House of the Rising Sun, and again, this is something you can put in from muscle memory. Literally just sit there for half an hour doing that so you can land it right on that bass key. Once you've got it, you've got it. Step 6, sing through your sax and add the articulation. Add the wahs, add the woos, add the tonguing, really add your own personality into the performance of this amazing song. And again, when you're playing it against the backing track, with the sax or without, it's always quicker than you think it's going to be as well. This tune's a lot quicker than I think it's going to be, okay? So for example, oh yeah, you could go. Oh yeah. So we've got that lovely wobble on the sound. Sounds better sounding in tune as well, okay? So that's What a Wonderful World. Okay, so really enjoy playing it and incorporating bottom C into play. So step 8, really enjoy playing this song, and again, get this pivotal bottom C. Now once you've got bottom C, you can then play the rest of the low notes. These are called pedal keys. You've got bottom C sharp, which is that one there, the outside one with bottom C. You slide across, it's got rollers, into the inside one for bottom B. And then the one to really make your head round was bottom B flat, where you stick your left hand as low as you can go. And that's bottom B flat, and that's your lowest note on the sax. But again, I'll walk you through these in more detail, because there's a spin-on section where we do Nobody Knows the Trouble I've Seen, again in the teaching book, and songs like Nature Boy. So I'll teach you more songs to how to incorporate those notes. Do learn these lower notes, they're really beautiful, right? Right at the bottom end, you've got your baritone notes, gorgeous, rich notes. Then you've got your tenor notes with the thumb off, alto with the thumb on, and kind of your soprano notes with the top end. A very rough analogy, but it's a nice way of looking at the sax as having 4 constituent parts. So you want to use every part that you've got, every single sound that you kind of got on the sax. So enjoy playing What a Wonderful World and incorporating bottom C, first things first, into your repertoire.